It has been said, to the lover of pure wilderness, Alaska is one of the most wonderful countries in the world. No excursion that I know of may be made into any other American wilderness where so marvelous an abundance of noble, newborn scenery is so charmingly brought to view. Alaska is a land of auroras, the most glorious of all the terrestrial manifestations of God, and of great bears enjoying salmon and berries. For Bob Foulkrod, bears, grizzly bears, are only part of the adventure as he and guide and outfitter Vance Grajowski of Norton Sound Guide Service run the Unalakleet River in northwest Alaska. And every bend and eddy on the river promises something new to experience.
One thing about being on the river, you never know what you're going to run into.
Oh my God, he looked like a little bear. Look at the size of that guy.
And I've seen some beavers, but I want to tell you what, this was about as big a beaver as I've ever seen. We had our own TV set watching these beavers for almost 2 hours. And anyway, we had to leave them because it's our turn to go float down the river. And we hadn't floated a half hour. And around the corner, there's a grizzly bear. Just the way it's supposed to happen.
Stop. He saw him. I thought he was going to stop, turn sideways, and then so he did. Man, but that was a perfect shot. I should have shot, but I didn't.
Bob may have missed his best shot at a bear, but his wife Sheila is ready for hers.
She did her homework at home. She practiced. We had just floated into camp and we could hear her coming. Johnny's got his arms up. You get him? I was so proud of her.
We got an awesome bear.
You get a good shot?
Yep.
Well, good, you give me a big hug.
You should see it.
Yeah, that's the one that Vance lost his voice on telling me to shoot. It was getting dark, you know, and they didn't want to go in after him, especially a bear that size. So we all went up the next morning.
The next morning, they return to where Sheila shot, and the first thing their search uncovers is her crossbow bolt with blood on it, sure sign of a through-and-through wound. They make the tense stalk into the thick cover, but soon find that Sheila's aim was true.
I think I see a little tear in one corner of her eye. She was so happy. And this wasn't just a bear, folks. This was a big world-class bear. I mean, unbelievable. And it got down and taking pictures, and oh my goodness sakes, I was so proud of her.
What a nice husband-wife photo. Even though her bear is huge.
Yeah, compared to mine.
Well, we're gonna fix that tonight.
Bob's truly happy for wife Sheila, but now even more eager to take a grizzly of his own.
It's the luckiest bear in Alaska right there. I got every tag you can think of except a black bear tag.
Bob's luck's not been the best on this hunt, but when it changes, he'll be ready.
And it was almost like the first evening. We hadn't been floating along. We come around the corner. He didn't look that much bigger than the first bear.
Another one down by the bank. Drifted right up on top of him. One had a fish in his mouth. Right on top of him. That's the way it's supposed to work. All we gotta do is find that big one.
Eight days of hunting on northwest Alaska's Unalakleet River have not yet produced the grizzly Bob Foulkrod has been looking for. He wants a bear that'll be a match for his father's .375 Winchester, so he's not about to give up. As long as there's any time left, Bob and Guide Vance Grishowski of Norton Sound Guide Service are going to keep on trying until that one Grizz they want comes into view.
A fantastic night. We'd seen some bears and had a great float. We only had another bend or two. We come around that next bend and boom, there he was. That's the one we was looking for. There was no asking, is he big enough or not big enough? This is the bear we were waiting for. Here we go. Dad's old 375 was shouldered up, and I just kept following him, and I didn't think he'd ever give me the shot. And I'd taken a couple deep breaths because I could feel my heart rate start to take off, and that's like a warning sign to me when that starts to beat that hard. Take some deep breaths, patience, grasshopper. Let him give me the right shot that I wanted to. That's the way that's done. Yes. We got ourselves a bear. Not just a bear, this is the one we was looking for. This is a fantastic trophy right here. A big old grizzly bear in Alaska. Wow.
Jump on me.
Yes, that's a big one. It's a big bear. Woo. Yes. Coming around this corner, drifting down through. Seen him, and boy, he was just walking up the beach, and I wanted to wait till that front shoulder got there. Oh, 375, my dad's 375. Man, I'm telling you, I'm so happy. That's how adventures are made right there. There's a bad boy right there. 300 grains of Winchester lead right there, boy. It's a big old bear now. We walked up and looked at him, and all of a sudden Vance is saying, come on, let's roll him over for in the morning. I said, what do you mean in the morning? What about right now? He says, hey, we got a ways to go yet, and we don't want to go down this river in the dark. Man, it looked like it was going to be another evening without a grizzly bear. And we come around that next bend, and that's the one we was looking for. There was no asking, is he big enough or not big enough? This is the bear we were waiting for. He finally turned and gave me that angle shot. I wasn't at 375. Boom! Shell came out flying, backed up again, following. Boom! That's the way that's done. Yes! Well, it was a hard deal leaving that bear lay on that beach all night long, but we had to get down that river before it got dark on us. He didn't shrink. There was no ground shrinkage on this bear when we got to him. It was just as big as when we left him there. This hunt was pretty special, my friend.
Hey,
Not only
a dandy.
my second hunt with you, and we did this with my dad's 375, you know, so he was there with me last night. That's what hunting's about, making memories right there. We made them today, didn't we?
It's a dandy.
Yeah, look at his foot onto him, his claws. Look at the foot on that guy. Just so I remind you, we're not hunting brown bear, this is a grizzly bear. Battle wounds right there, and his old ears all tore up from fighting. In the wilds of Alaska, with my dad's 375 Model 70, hey, it made memories. At least it did for me, and I hope it did for you. I'm Bob Foulkrod, and thank you for watching Winchester Legends.